The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you look at this defense, they interplay one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
And just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
The tackle made by Julian Love. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Walker now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Running left is Walker. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smell into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The 42-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, trio left.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
Ravens nothing. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. Not only in the... And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Returnable for Lockett. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Ravens
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Play action. It's Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Straight ahead, Walker. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Ravens nothing. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 45-yard
Jackson. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And leads down to 2 scores now at 16. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how to sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they're locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. A give for Walker running right. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now Gino. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
What is this? Oh, what are we doing? Hey, what's up? Hey, easy, easy.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, there's a clip.
Now Smith. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down now with that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Ravens 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now they send a running back in motion right.
No, we changed it.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing now is Geno. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 33 yards that time. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Smith throwing again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now it's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Again, Walker. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Lockett. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off of play action, here's Smith. That is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Walker is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Walker once more, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Walker. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. An audible here to get a new look. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On third down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
No ball, no ball.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Now a 2nd and 6. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And Walker has it. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 15. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
After the interception, here's Smith.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Finn.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Smith going to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And as this